So, because yesterday was Janmashtami, in our shrine here we have still retained a picture of the infant Krishna, in youth often called Govinda or Gopala, both meaning protector and the one who looks after the cows. And so our meditation this evening will be centered around Lord Krishna. But there may be some among you who are not familiar with the life or significance of Krishna, but still you can choose any ideal that you love the most. Typically, these are the historical entities that are avatars, that is, they descend from the Word and become flesh and dwell amongst us in order to restore the harmony against the lack of harmony or lack of being knitted together that historically we come across from age to age. Some examples are displayed in this shrine. Buddha, some 2,500 years ago or so. Lord Jesus, about 2,000 years ago. We have Ramakrishna with his accompanying Shakti of Holy Mother and his vocal expression called Swami Vivekananda. Krishna, about 5,000 years ago, is adorned typically with a peacock feather in his hair, with beautiful lotus eyes, the very echo and embodiment of the all-pervading principle. Vishnu means that which pervades everywhere, that which is omnipresent. So let us make sure that we are seated nicely. That means that our chest, our neck, our head is arranged in a straight line, that our seat is neither too high nor too low, that our body is relaxed, but by the same token, the spine is erect and alert, along with the attention and the mind. Let us feel that all around us is the invisible, infinite divine presence. Just like the air is to be found inside a pot and outside, let us feel the tangible presence, the energetic presence of that one without a second. Consider that because of this presence, the ribs expand and the lungs inflate and deflate along with our breathing. Consider that the day's food either is or has been digested by that all-present loving entity. Consider that that one is the inner presence as well as the one that displays itself like a peacock displaying its feathers in this world of forms and names and images, of shapes that the eye catches. And yet it is also the eye of the eye, that unseeing entity that sits behind all the mechanisms, all the faculties It is a perceiving apparatus that sits here with a capacity to take our attention and consciously, willingly steer it in a particular uplifting direction. So having prepared the body, having prepared also the mind, let us now be sure that we have a generosity of spirit that comes from within and is prepared to bless indiscriminately, without judging, without criticizing, without changing, all living beings, asserting the inner divine essence of strength, of goodness, beauty, love, and harmony, like waves being distributed everywhere, through every form, through every identity, through every individuality, through that whole field of experience that we call this world. Let us acknowledge its limitations, even in the observable universe, and let us spread our blessing attitude beyond. Let us assert this inner divine essence of strength, beauty, goodness, love, bliss, and peace. And let us not forget also the interspace, the apparent voids in between all these objects. Not only does that pure entity fill every space, but appears as space and the objects in it, and as the procession and direction and arrow of time. By now we should feel a sense of great thankfulness and contentedness. But during the day there may have been some moments of tension, anxiety, fear, doubt, maybe some temptation. Let us assemble all these components and let us collectively offer them as we would offer a magnificent 1,000-petal lotus to the divine. Let us now be prepared to fill this mental field with youth and beauty and goodness and love and joy. Let us feel that we are blessed from all around. Let us feel that grace is descending and entering through us, through the top of the head, all the way down, and from the earth itself, all the way up, distributing its energy just like energy is distributed through every branch of a tree. Let this spine that sits represent the eternal tree of that infinite invisible with branches either side. Let us feel the flow of energy coming to us from and through the earth, ascending up the spine, distributing its potency everywhere. Let our top of our heads be illuminated Let us feel at the very top of the skull, that small area of energetic warmth. I just feel that the flow is going up and coming down, is everywhere present, filling us with divine glory. Let us now withdraw the mind, and as we do so, let us internally repeat our most sacred mantra, phrases, or words of praise for the divine. Let us spend some moments in quietude as we mentally repeat these sacred sounds and words. Let us progressively enter into the mystic regions, that is, those subtle areas that sit behind causally things which are grosser, behind all the sense organs, behind the body itself, behind the divine energy that facilitates it, caught up in a localized area from a cosmic energy, universally present, that finds its presence in the spinning galaxies, in the bursting stars, as well as in the smallest worm, the tiniest molecule. And deep within that is a field full of activity, comings and goings, actions and reactions, Watching it for a few moments enables us to feel the witness presence within. And the very act of thinking, very active action of categorizing, the very action of reasoning, willing and determining is also full of comings and goings. Let us observe these fleeting moments, these inner conversations. And now deep within the area of bliss, shining like an eternal and glorious lamp. Deep, deep down within the very heart of your own being. Let us see firsthand the glorious Lord of the universe with a tuft of hair on the chest, seated on a glorious throne comprised of petals of a red and shining lotus. Let us see how the form is bedecked with many, many garlands of flowers. We can smell the fragrance of these. For they emanate this divine glory of bliss everywhere. Let us see the diadem on the beautifully shaped head, the dark flowing hair, the lotus-shaped eyes, so perfect, so brilliant, so overflowing to the brim with love. Let us contemplate the sweet lips. Let us wish that we were the bansuri or flute on which these lips play. Let us see the playful look on the Lord's face. Let us admire the golden ornaments surrounding strong and youthful arms. Arms that can lift us up and rescue us from the veil of tears. Let us see the yellow clothing, the delicate hands poised in gestures of blessing and allaying all fear. Let us see how the lips have a sweet play at the corners of the mouth. Let us see the glorious, delicate, lotus-shaped feet And let us scan up the body again, bit by bit, to the face which is pure love. And let us notice that the whole body is made from pure love. Let us feel this love penetrating every single corner of body and mind, so that everywhere we look, we feel this eternal and infinite love, infinite bliss, and pure consciousness everywhere. Let us go back and gaze on the captivating face. Let us wait patiently to hear the words of love that come from our beloved's lips. The first universal word uttered is Om. Let us see how this divine body melts into the vast ocean, which is pure existence, which is pure being. Let us immerse ourselves in this pure being, where none else exists. O Lord, nothing exists except for Thee. Let us see Thee in every person, in every object, at every moment. Let us shower this blissful experience with the whole of the world, chanting words that embody the peace that passes all understanding. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let us continue sitting, feeling the presence of this divine beloved all around. Let us hear the voice of silence. And in your own time, at your own pace, bring your awareness back to the bodily consciousness with a certain renewal of resolve, determination, and above all, love.